Alright, that's enough. You have been suffering at your shitty job far too long. Far too fucking long. And you've been forced to settle because bills and all the other things that you have to do. You may even be taking care of your family. Which is great and good for you. But you're fed up and you just can't anymore. You won't admit it, but you're probably on the edge of fucking snapping, okay? Please, for yourself, whatever you are good at, whatever you enjoy doing, use the internet. Use the internet to the best of your abilities. I mean, if you're into that witchy woo, and you've got your tarot cards and all of this stuff, and you're good at it, and you can provide legitimate results, then offer online tarot readings, okay? For a little bit of cash, you could just do commission stuff, like $5 or 10 or however the actual price is, because I don't know, I don't do cards. It's not my thing. I'm not witchy woo. I'm just incredibly aggressive. So, like that even. Or if you always loved cars, right? And maybe you have a decent sports car. Maybe you have one of the older Corvettes or something like that, right? Then you can pour enough money from the job you're already working, little by little, piece by piece, figuring out how to do it, set it up to where, maybe you can place some bets, at a track near you. And by bets, I mean place bets on yourself. You get your shit. You get that suspension. That you've been needing to carve those corners. Or you get that bigger cam that you've needed, or the bigger wheels, or push rods, lifters, whatever the fuck you need, piece by piece, little by little, until you can start making money. Fuck. And just little by little, keep your job, keep working at it, keep doing stuff like that. Or if you're a writer and you're specifically good at just making shit up like improv, again, start putting it out there. Use the internet for all of it that you can to throw yourself out there. I know it's scary. I know it is. I was literally at a horrible fucking stupid ass job. CVS warehouse. First of all, their shit's way overpriced. And second, all of their fucking machines barely had brakes. In order to stop before hitting somebody in a decent amount of time at all, you had to use the emergency brake. And even that didn't function properly, okay? I hated that shit. And I was so close to fucking running people over on purpose. Because it was so trash, okay? And I know. You don't have time. You're exhausted. I know you are. Because I was too, okay? But the reality of it is, and the harshness of it, is that you're going to be exhausted whatever you do. You're either going to be exhausted and struggling and hating your life at this shitty job, or you're going to feel that anyway, but doing any tiny modicum of a thing to get out of there, one step at a time, little by little. And the only way I got out of that shit was because I did that. I had no energy left. I was absolutely fucking exhausted, and I just used the fumes that I was running on to just start little by little, constantly. Because, like I said, you're gonna be exhausted anyway. You're already not happy. So, since you're already gonna struggle, you might as well struggle doing something that actually makes you happy. Until you can get enough money and possibly even followers, depending on what you're doing, or support, or somebody big notices you, or something like that, But that can only happen if you're chasing that shit. To be in the right place. Because people are only going to look where people like whatever it is that you're doing are. And it sucks that we have to push ourselves that fucking hard. But it's the only way out of our dead-end jobs, out of our mediocre fucking bullshit garbage place where nobody gives a fucking damn about us, and we'll be replaced within a fucking week after being like hospitalized for a month because of their fault. Okay? Especially if you're in America, you know how shit we are all treated. Okay? I mean, you can either be miserable forever at a shitty job, or you can be miserable for still a long time, but actually have an option to get out whenever it blossoms into something that overtakes your income. And then you don't have to do it anymore. So it's either eternal suffering or a little bit more of a workload, and then you eventually can get out of it because you've planted something. You've planted a seed and now it's growing. The only way change is going to happen is if you become the change that you want to see. And like I said, I know you got family obligations. We all have bills. None of us have any time, especially with how the cost of everything is fucking going up, but our wages are not. I know. I was there. Not even 2 years ago. I was there. And please, for yourself, your sanity, and for the betterment of your life, chase your dreams. Start small like I did, or if you have a little safety net, use a little chunk of that. And get into that shit. Do all of the research that you need to do. Every single last bit of it. In order to be successful in whatever your field is. I mean, hell, even if you want to be a psychologist, but you don't have the money right now to put yourself through to, like, get the master's degree, you can always study up, like, the gratuitous amount of shit that's online. Real, actual field studies, experiences with people that you've interacted with. Just randomly talk to people online. Because at the end of the day, you can read all the books that you want. But until you're actually in the field with real people, that is the most important thing. So if you learn that first, all of the other studies are going to come easier. Because you will start to see the connections. Now, don't just tell people like, hey, I'm a psychiatrist, unlicensed, but I'm great. If you know your shit and you actually give thought out advice, then that's great. You can already start to make a name for yourself before you even go to college. Just anywhere that you can start at all. Just make even the tiniest change. Because if you don't, then your fear of being at that dead-end job for the entirety of your life until you die, never having lived or enjoyed anything, will come true. Unless you force every fucking ounce of will and effort into the little side hustle that will become your career. Please. Because life is hard. It always will be. So, since we're already all suffering, we might as well suffer for something we care about. Okay? There's no point to just work until your pension or your 401k or whatever the fuck, comes in. That's not life. For the creatives out there, no. You are alive, and every day that you take breath is an opportunity. No matter how tired, no matter how fed up and exhausted, you will feel good, making progress, doing something you are passionate about, even if it's for free. Because that's how I started. Just doing shit for, very, very small shit for free. Until my name started catching on. Hell no, it wasn't easy. Working a job that was 10 to 12 hours a fucking day, 5 to 7 days a week. Because people kept quitting because it was garbage. CBS, hope they burned to the fucking ground. I hope so. And taking my mom to and from work. Sometimes taking my stepmom to and from her job. On my fucking off days. I mean, things haven't really slowed down even since I've quit, you know? Now I don't have that 10 to 12 hour a day job, but I'm working on the Mustang, still taking my mom to work, taking care of Wella, you know, doing all of these commissions, working on different products. Wow, not yet. Projects, you know, trying to get these audiobook versions of novels done. You know, there is so much fucking shit. The workload hasn't changed. What has is my mental state. I no longer want to fucking kill everybody I'm fucking around. You know, I wake up each day thinking like, damn, I'm glad I don't have to go to work. I'm glad I don't have to listen to some shitty boss. I'm glad I don't have to pretend to like anybody just so that way I don't get fired and lose my main source of income. You know, I'm glad that I don't have to mask every day just to fucking, you know, get past other employees. You know, I'm glad that if somebody else fucks up, I'm not responsible for it. So yeah, the workload is about the same. Actually, even more so, because I'm working every single day, Monday through Sunday, recording hours and hours. Because I want to. Too many of us feel trapped. Too many of us feel like there's no way out. But it's because we're so exhausted. We don't feel like we have the energy left. And to be honest, you may not. But as long as you have enough in you to crawl, you have enough in you to start something new. So, even though I'm working Monday through Sunday and hadn't taken a break for an entire fucking year, I do it because I wanted to, not because I have to. And that makes a world of difference, a universe of difference. So please, no matter how small, no matter for how little pay, keep at it. Keep growing it. If you haven't started yet, start right the fuck now. It is never too early to start making a better life for yourself. And it is never too late. So you keep at it, you find every single which way possible on the internet to make your passion profitable. And you don't even have to stick with one. Try multiple things. You might even get lucky enough to get a little bit of cash from every single one of them. And then, once you get enough to equal the amount you're getting at your job, wait a little bit until you surpass it by whatever amount you feel comfortable, and then quit. Don't even give them a 2-week notice, just fucking leave. They do that same shit to you without even thinking. Stay at it. I know it's hard, but you stayed at this job for who knows how fucking long. It's not the dedication or determination. It's the fear of failure. It's that you're worried it's not gonna work. Then you're gonna feel more disappointed and more shit. But things only fucking fail if you give up. Plain and simple. Choose the things you're good at. Get even better. Be the best in your field. Make it profitable. Talk to everybody. Not just people who are also in your field, but people who are outside of it, people you don't even know. Get outside of your comfort zone. Talk to everyone. You will learn so much more just by bullshitting with people than you ever will staying inside your own bubble. Believe me, I used to be a shy, scared little boy, angry at the world for no reason. And now, oddly enough, I'm the exact opposite, because I push myself every day. You know? It's never going to be easy. But it doesn't have to be miserable. It can be hard and very fun. Please, do that for yourselves. If you don't have time, do it at the same time you're doing something else. I know I'm making it sound easy, but The only easy part is making the choice to actually dedicate yourself with how little energy and time that you have just to even start something. That's the easy part. The hard part, just like diet and exercise, is sticking to it. You have to believe in yourself just enough to keep doing it every single day. Until finally, you start to see what it could really become. Hell, you might even feel good just starting it in the first week. I did. Even just making stupid little videos on my Instagram, I felt good about that because I was starting something. And I hope you do too. Please. Don't think that you have to accept your mundane fate of clocking in and out and in and out until you're 65 and then hoping that you're given enough money every month to survive. Don't do that to yourself. Please. For some of us, that's enough. For some of us, that's all they want, and that's fine. But for those of us who want to travel, who want to create, who want to make connections, see the world, and go do all of these things, you'll never find it in a cubicle, in a warehouse, in the kitchen of a restaurant, unless you're a chef, of course. For those of us who are like me, that's not for us. Please, for yourself, do anything and everything that you can. But I've been rambling long enough. So, just a quick recap. Actually, fuck the recap. If you're a writer, put it out there as much as you can. Get all over Reddit, all over all the social media. Take little requests for anybody's story who's struggling. You know, write poems, keep producing content, keep making stuff. You know, if somebody has a feeling but they don't know how to put it in words, you know what? For a couple of bucks, I'll make a poem for you. Exactly the way that you feel. Even little stuff like that. If you want to race for money, but you don't know how to start, or maybe there is a college for that, I don't know. You know, buy a junker race car, you know, an old Corvette, or even the C6s are even cheaper now because they're 2 generations behind, or a C5, they're 3 generations behind. You could find a high mileage one, and if you know how to fuck around with it and tinker, you can replace what needs replacing. Buy one part at a time, like I am with the Mustang, and then make that bitch into a profit. Get really good at racing, you know, on the track. You know, tell somebody that's cocky that, hey, I can beat you. Let's see, you know, let's put some money down on it. And if you know you got your shit, bam, first profit. You know, I mean, if you're an animator, an artist, put it all over YouTube. Show the process. Show how you got there, where you started. You know, how you've improved over the years. You know, keep picking up whatever techniques that you can. Try new stuff, you know, digital animation, the regular frame-by-frame stuff. You know, put it everywhere. Put it everywhere. And then again, talk to everybody that you can. Because you never know who's going to need an animator. You know, just something, anything. Like I said, I know I'm making it sound easy by just saying this is what you gotta do that, and do this. I know it's not. But I know the only thing that really works with this kind of shit is perseverance. And the very first thing, the hardest thing, is starting. That is the single most difficult thing of all of this, of having a career, of having anything that's better than just a 9-to-5, is starting it. Don't wait any longer. Whether you're 16 or 50. You deserve to have the life you want, to create to get paid for doing shit that you care about. To have the life that you really want to fucking live. Please, start it. And keep at it. That's how, that's how these rappers and these voice actors and writers and novelists and all of that. That's the only reason that they're as famous as they are. Because they started and they never quit. That's literally it. They kept learning, getting better and better and better, picking up on the new techniques. If somebody was better than them, then they learned from the person that was better. They didn't hate them. They didn't talk down to them. They learned how to improve on their craft. Hate ain't gonna get you nowhere. The only failure is quitting. If you're defeated, it's an opportunity to learn and improve, so you make sure it doesn't happen again. Start. Keep at it. Learn from your mistakes, but most importantly, learn from everybody else's mistakes. Because you can only make a certain amount of mistakes. Everybody around you potentially can fuck up in an infinite amount of ways. So, if you learn from them and yourself, you'll be unstoppable. And if you're like me, and you're not immediately good at something that you start that's brand new, I know it's frustrating. I know it's hard. You know that you're capable, so why? Why is it so difficult? Because it's new. Don't let that deter you. As best as you can. Start small, slow, and then continue on, one step at a time. Slow is smooth, and smooth is fast. And that's the only thing that I'll say. The only thing else. I know some people will misconstrue it as me just saying, oh, you can say that because you're successful. Am I? My mom lives in my house. The floor's not even finished. I don't have water yet. It's livable, sure. I mean, absolutely it's livable. Oh yeah, my AK came in. You can't really see it. Oh, and that floor is actually starting to fucking fall through for whatever reason. I don't even know where the water is coming from. I know. I don't even make enough in a year to file for taxes yet. Am I succeeding in my career? Yes. Because I'm at it every single day. Am I rich? Fuck no. I'm not just some pompous celebrity that's gonna say, I'm rich, you should decide to stop being poor. No. I'm trying to offer advice to people who were and are in my position right now. The only reason I can survive on, whatever it is, I don't calculate it, but I know it's not enough for taxes, is because I paid every single bill that I had to pay beforehand. Got it done and out of the way. No, I don't buy anything I don't need. And I know, yes, I did just buy 2 guns. I know. Okay, I know. But you gotta remember, that's also years of saving. This entire year and a half that I've been working, I've saved all of that. And I had enough to be able to splurge and still be able to work on my car. Because I've not bought anything I don't need. And that's hard too. When you're struggling and you're busting ass, you deserve to feel good. You deserve to have treats and, rewards, to reward yourself for your, I was going to say virulence, but, but for your fervor, for your diligence, And I gotta admit, it's hard because spending money does feel good, even if you've only got a little. But like I said, I'm not rich. I mean, shit, you can even see my fucking, there's not even a cover on my fucking breaker box. But one day, I will be. We will be. Because we will not quit. I'm going to continue to keep at this every single fucking day until I am where I want to be. In a nice, beautiful 2-story house, away from any fucking neighbors, surrounded by a little bit of forest, just enough for me to shoot and play with my guns. Be doing shit with anime. You know, voice acting for that. Voice acting for video games. And whenever I do get into the English dub, you're gonna know what I do. Because I'm gonna put the same fucking type of effort and emphasis into it as the Japanese do. Kenya! You better fucking believe that. Oh yeah. There ain't no half-assing it when it comes to me. No. Spread thin, obviously. But never half-assing it. It's scary. And believe me, whenever I quit my job, you know, to do this and only this. Oh man. I had actually gotten rid of my anxiety altogether. Didn't feel it at all. I could do anything at all. Anything. Even with the things that I struggle to be confident in, like, I was a little nervous, but I was never anxious. And then it came back like a fucking train. Like within the first week of me quitting. It was not fucking easy for me at all. I'm still dealing with this fucking anxiety. You know, I'm doing my best, but you know, it is what it is. I love what I do. And I want you all to be able to say the same thing. So please, when it gets hard, do your best to be tougher. When it makes you want to cry, let it out. Sob in the shower, on your knees. Cry, feel it all, and then pick yourself back up. Let's start again. We did not become the dominant species on accident. We're not exactly the kindest or the best, but we are apex, and that is for a reason. We are indomitable. Probably said that wrong. Find that will inside of you. Drag it out, kicking and screaming if you must. But pull it out every time you feel like you can't anymore. Drag it out. And break down. Sleep. Cry. Scream. Shout. All of it. And once you have that all out, collect yourself again. And take another step. Because this is our lives, and nobody else is going to live it for us. Nobody else is going to make it better other than ourselves. And I hope that, unlike me, you have a lot better of a support system. People who are willing to help you out, maybe even loan you cash for your project or drive you to places that you need to be. And I don't have that. I'm that for other people. And you know what? I'm proud of that. I really fucking am. Because I know that I will find those people. I mean, hell, I've already started with my 2 best friends. It took me years to fucking find them. It was worth it. Please, for you. Charge head first. After you've done all your research, after you've prepared, you've armored yourself up, you've got the weapons necessary for the job. And rip and tear until it is done. Do everything that you have to do to
make your life better. It's always worth it. Please. Don't be like that woman that I was working with. She saw all of the mistreatment, all of the neglect. Hell, I actually got a dent in my fucking skull. Went to the hospital to make sure it was okay. It was just $1,000 to a multi-billion-dollar company. They never paid it. I kept bringing in the bill. I kept bringing in all the information I needed to say, oh, we'll pay it, we'll pay it, we'll pay it. A couple months later, after me continuously bringing them copies and doing that, giving it to different people, I get a call from collections about my bill not being paid. And she said, oh, it's not that bad. It's just a job. And you want to know why she said that? Because she was desensitized, like so many other Americans, to just be complacent with the mistreatment, the neglect. It's just a way of life. It's not. They have made it that way. Don't fall into the same trap. Fight for your happiness. Fight to smile. Fight to live the way that you want to live. That's enough rambling for today.